Hi guys, it's Erin. If you're new, I'd love for you to subscribe. Today I wanted to talk about the winter blues. I know I posted a few days ago about how I had gotten the winter blues really bad the past few weeks and just it's been kicking my butt. And I just wanted to kind of go into a little more depth about it and kind of talk about it more. I don't know about anybody else, but in the winter I usually always go through kind of like a blues, little depression-ish, I guess you would call it. I know it's a lot of people get it and it's called the winter blues. I've just really had a hard time this year, and I don't know why it's been a little worse. I don't know if it's because it's later in the season than normal for me. For those of you who don't know, I live in South Carolina right now, but I grew up in Massachusetts. We've only been here a year and a half, so this is my second winter here. And if anybody you know, Massachusetts, we get horrible winters. So I used to get like this all the time. Every winter, I would get a little blue. It would be tough because you really can't get outside because it's so, it's so cold and so snowy, and you just feel like you just don't want to go out. Usually, for me, it happens between Halloween and New Year's is usually when I get it. I don't normally get it after New Year's. If I do, it's kind of like it's just still lingering from before. And I usually get it for about a month. Well, the past couple weeks, I have been feeling kind of blue, kind of off, and to be honest, I really just chalked it up to everything else going on. I've had this sinus infection / cold for I think the sinus infection started before Thanksgiving, and it just keeps coming back. I just can't get rid of it. It's driving me bananas. But anyways, it's been really taking its toll. It kind of got really worse about a week and a half ago. Thankfully, the last 4 days have been doing really good, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, it's leaving. But I really thought it was maybe just because I had been so sick, and the kids get sick, and I swear to God, we just kept giving it back and forth to each other. It just was really tough. And then my husband, if you don't know, he has been traveling for work. He's been gone during the week. He's gone all week, and he's back for the weekends. Well, this has been going on continuously, and it's just been taking a toll on all of us. We're kind of sick of it. I'm hoping there's light at the end of the tunnel. I can kind of see it now, but it still seems like it's going to take forever. But anyways, it really just the last couple weeks has been taking a toll on me. The kids are upset when he's home, and if he leaves, even to just go to the bathroom, they're getting upset. So it's taking a toll. It's a toll on me because then I'm alone all day. Yes, for those of you who do know, my mom does live with us, and she does work remotely, so she is home all day, but she's working. So it's not like I have company. My husband, before, he could be home mid-afternoon and he would be with me all evening, and help me through bedtime. Where now my mom, because she's working, obviously she's working, sometimes she'll be done around dinner time and, she'll help me through bedtime. But then some days she's got projects and she's working until the kids go to bed, and she'll just stop to help me with bedtime, if I have baths to do, just to give me that extra hand. But to be honest, I'm alone all day, and it's hard, it's tough. I really thought that's why I was getting worn out, because the kids were sick. They were getting up in the middle of the night, and it was just, again, because they were sick, they were going to bed earlier, so then they're waking up earlier. So I really thought most of it was just because I was just tired and run down. And then really, it dawned on me over the past week that I think it's kind of the winter blues, and I thought maybe I was over it because, we're almost to the end of January. We're almost into February. So I figured, I really didn't think it was that because I've never gotten it this long, this late in the season. But yeah, also the weather hasn't been helping because it's been rainy and cold some days, so you really can't get out as much as you would like. So it's been kind of tough. But I do feel like now that I've identified what the problem was, before I kept thinking it was just because I was run down. Now that I've realized I think it is a little bit of the blues, I'm kind of just dealing with it differently. If you've dealt with it before, you just kind of, you kind of have to just talk about it instead of keeping it inside and thinking, oh, it's because I'm just really tired or I'm sick. You kind of just don't talk about it. And then once I started talking about it over the weekend, I started to feel a little better. So I definitely think it was the winter blues, and it is getting better. But definitely just dealing with it differently, not just saying, oh, well, I just need to rest. It's no, resting's actually going to make it worse because I'm not dealing with it. So I definitely would say it's better. I'm hoping that this doesn't last very long. Like I said, I've normally only had it for a month. But I feel like because I've identified it and it's only been a couple weeks, hopefully maybe within the next week I'll feel better. Thankfully the winters down here are not long, so even today it's been raining all day, or it rained most of the morning, and now it's stopped, but I think it's supposed to pick up again this afternoon, which I'm just so sick of the rain, because then we can't get outside and play. You know, like I said, it rained this morning, it stopped. It's not raining now, but the kids are down for a nap. It's not going to dry out in time, and then it's going to rain again. So, you know, we've just had to be inside a lot more, or go do things, but you're still inside. You want that fresh air, so anytime I can get out, I'm trying to. But, you know, it's just tough. But I feel like we all... Sorry about that. I heard a huge bang from the boys' room, and I thought somebody fell out of bed. But they're good. It was just one of their toys fell out of bed. But anyways, so like I was saying, I do feel better, so I think I'm kind of at the end of it, I hope. But if this weather would just get better, I think it would be so nice if we just get outside. But that's all. If you guys are dealing with the blues, I would love to know what you do to kind of make yourself feel better. Like, do you know, try to just make sure you get out every day? Is there something you do, like maybe just for yourself? I'd love you to put them in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.